guys, and welcome back to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. My name is Tori Solis, and today I'm going to be unboxing and setting up my new Skutt Kiln Master 822, which has arrived today. I also want to shout out Kentucky Mudworks for being a fantastic place to buy a kiln from. I really appreciated their service and all of their help. So here are all the boxes on the pallet as it came in off the freight truck. The first two top boxes are just my kiln shelves and posts that I had ordered with the kiln. I went ahead and got the kit, and it was packed up really well. It came on this pallet. This was as far as we could get the driver to bring it. We don't really have any tools for moving this thing, so we are pretty much just going to drag it. We'll get to that. So I ordered a Kiln Master 822. It's the exact same size as my Paragon Set and Fire that I have right now. I upgraded to the touchscreen and the Type S Thermocouple. So it's a really nice kiln. I'm hoping to have it for a good long time. The elements on my other kiln went out and I didn't feel like replacing them. Kilns are really heavy, but I mean, if you know, you know. So we had to get it across the yard, and it was muddy. It had just rained, and I was super worried about messing it up, of course. So this is how we did it. We just dragged it nice and slow and took breaks so that we didn't die, and eventually, we got it over there. Once we got it over there, we turned it around so that we could set it on the kiln stand. I had a certified electrician come out and put a plug in. My old kiln was hardwired in, but I really just couldn't justify chopping the plug off of a brand new kiln. So I went ahead and had a plug installed. But the plug is still connected to a switch, so I don't ever actually have to touch the plug or unplug my kiln to cut the power off, which is good long term because it will keep the plug intact. And the less you unplug and plug it in, the better for the plug. Once we got it across the yard, getting it in here was pretty easy. It's heavy, but it's the exact same size as my old Paragon. This is just a little bit taller than whatever the other Skutt is that people normally get, so I was really excited when they had a sale for free shipping on this one. I read through the instructions. I cut that up a little bit so that you didn't have to watch me read through the instructions, but for a second I got really caught up because of the instructions about loading the springs for the kiln lid lifter, and I'm looking around and I'm like, I really don't think that I have a lifter, and I do not have a kiln lifter, but it caught me for a second. I was stuck on it. Setting this up, I found all the peeps and just plugged up all the peeps as the instructions say. Peeps stay in on this kiln. And my other kiln, it said to keep the peeps out, which was kind of weird. Plug this guy in now that I've got him all situated. I'm going to vacuum him out as per the instructions here, just lightly with my vacuum. That's probably not the right kind of vacuum to use, just to clean up all the dust from shipping and moving that the brick picked up along the way. Looking down in here, I'm going to lay down the bottom shelf that's going to be there probably until the end of time. And I'm going to go ahead and just load up all the shelves here because I am going to need to run a test fire. These aren't the new shelves, these are my old shelves. The new shelves are going to get some fresh kiln wash, and then they're going to have to just chill out for a few days before I run them. So I'm going to use my old shelves. I'm testing this by putting 04 cones, standing cones, at the bottom, middle, and top levels of this kiln so that I can compare what my firing is to the cones, which are pretty much the most accurate way outside of my very fancy thermocouple. The first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to have to go into the advanced settings here on the touchscreen and make sure that my kiln is set to a Type S thermocouple. I did upgrade it, so I'm just double checking so that I don't really jack it up. So that is correct, and we're going to go back to home. Now I'm going to see how they want me to test fire it. So I'm going to enter in that test firing program. Under programs, I'm going to go to cone fire, and then I'm going to double check everything matches what the instructions say. So there's going to be no hold time, so I'm going to change that from 5 minutes to no hold. And then okay, it says it's at cone 04. I'm actually going to connect the Wi-Fi real quick because I want to be able to check on this, and this kiln has Wi-Fi, which is crazy. It's crazy that it has Wi-Fi, but it's standard setup Wi-Fi. You search for your network, you find your network, and then once you've found and selected your own network, you enter your password, and then you are connected. And now you can download the Kiln Link app on your phone and use that to check the temperature of your kiln. So we're going to go ahead and go back to cone fire, double check that all my settings are the same that I had before, view the program because I like to touch all the buttons, all that looks great. It's a lot to digest at this moment, but I'll probably figure out what it means later, and hit start. The touchscreen's a little sensitive, but I think that makes sense. I think it's just a tougher kind of touchscreen that can handle a little bit more. So it's going to run through some checks, and once it's done running through the checks, it is going to start firing. The temperature right now is the ambient temperature. Alright, next morning it's done here. It's at 211 degrees, and that's fine for me because I'm kind of wild. So I'm going to go ahead and open it and see how the cones did. The cone always sticks to the advancer shelf. It just does. It's not that bad. It's not a big deal at all. And then it's super hot. It's a hot 04. The cone melted all the way down. It didn't just bend over a little bit. It melted all the way to where the tip was touching. So it's firing at a very hot cone 4 on every shelf. So this kiln does fire a little bit hot. So thank you so much for tuning in this week, guys. If you'd like to see a weekly art video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. And if you'd like to help support the channel and gain early access to my content, you can find me at patreon.com/BlueNoseTrading. Remember to go hug your friends, drink lots of water, and you have great ideas, and I will see you next week.